At the top is Burn, as it has been for a pretty long time. Sharing second and third place is Jund Broodscale Combo and the blue Terror deck. In fourth place is the Golgari Broodscale Combo, though combining both of those Broodscale decks into one still doesn't overtake Burn. And in fifth is Grixis Affinity. So let's talk about these decks. If you want to look at this for a little bit longer, feel free to pause the video. Starting with Grixis Affinity, which has been a staple in Pauper for a pretty long time. It uses affinity mechanics by playing a ton of artifacts, so they can play threats for extremely cheap and have their stuff be better, such as Galvanic Blast, for example, and makeshift munitions, to just completely outcard their opponent, have everything be extremely cheap, and win. Golgari Broodscale Combo is centered entirely around repeatedly putting +1/+1 counters on Basking Broodscale, normally with Sadistic Glee, to create effectively infinite mana with the Eldrazi Eldrazi Scion? Spawn? I mix them up. With the thing that Basking Broodscale makes, and make Basking Broodscale infinitely big to eventually kill their opponents. There's a similar thing happening with the Jund Broodscale Combo. I would say comparing the two, Golgari is definitely more consistent, but Jund is giving up some of that consistency for a better alternative game plan, like with Writhing Chrysalis. But I don't want to waste too much time on Jund Broodscales because it's pretty much a similar deck. As far as the mono blue Terror deck, this deck fills their graveyard as fast as they can with instant and sorceries so that they can play a Cryptic Serpent and a Tolarian Terror for 1/2 mana. And because we're playing a ton of instant and sorceries, playing Delver of Secrets is also totally fine. Other than that, it draws a bunch of cards and counters your spells and just plays these threats for very, very cheap. And the most popular deck is Burn. Now what this deck is attempting to do is just defeat you as fast as possible. It's playing a bunch of burn spells, but also it's playing some artifacts so that it can Kuldotha Rebirth those artifacts to then Goblin Bushwhacker and deal a ridiculous amount of damage all in one turn.